Hello everyone, welcome back to another time card video. This one we're going to be removing or disassembling this not old. It technically still works, but it's just scratched. But we're going to be disassembling this clock from a 05 to 11 time card, I believe. So how we're going to get this out? First, the bezel for it is removed. So how you remove that is torque screw here on the top and on the side. And once you got that out, there's these clips right here that you need to remove. So we're just going to use a flathead to get to those. Then as we put underneath, we're also going to try prying up. And you heard 2 clicks, so now we're going to work on the other side. Oh, looks like the other 2 side clipped in already. Quite the shocker there. There's the back plate for that. And of course this is made by Viziton, so 10/14 of 2005, so pretty much coming into 06, made in China. We got some part numbers for this. This is my original factory one from 06, but I found another one from the same model year that I removed. Now here is the front cover plate and the back components of what we got. And right here where there's very tiny torque screws holding this down to here, and then one back there. So we're going to unscrew those and get this main board out of here. Sorry for the low light, but now that that separates, they just come apart. Here is the cover, so we have the buttons as well as the main plastic part that can often get scratches on it. Now, let's see if we can pull apart these buttons just by pulling them up. Looks like we got a rubber stopper with a dampening that activates and pushes on these contact points right here, and there's 2 of those. And the buttons themselves, it's hard to see, but it looks like they are held in by this plastic bracket that's right here, right there. But there appears to be some screws holding these down, so we're going to remove those and see if we can get these buttons off. Now that those are out, these plastic brackets that I was talking about just come right out, and they fall out along with the screws. Now that that is hopefully stopping it, these things will, oh, it looks like they do. They come right out. So there's how to move the buttons. So these are not plastic melting into place. So you will be able to replace these if you have another junk one that you find that has the better buttons at a junkyard. Now, for this plastic bezel, some of you might be wondering, well, how do I move that? The plastic parts as well often get scratches. So, but I want to keep the clock. How do I just remove the plastic bezel? Well, that I'm not sure. I'm just as stumped as you are. It looks like it might be, it might have molten the plastic when they put this thing in, but let's try and pushing on it. And that does not seem to want to come out. I'm applying quite a bit of force here, but I cannot figure out how they got this in here. It appears it might be holding with both sides, here and here. So let's grab our microscopic flathead and apply force to the back. And we heard some snaps, so there's probably plastic breaking, if I had to guess. Right, there's a 1, 2, 3, and here we go. We managed to get it out. It appears that it is indeed kind of held in with these pins, plastic pins right here. There was 4 of them, here, 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 and here. Only one of them came out peacefully. The other 2 snapped, so that probably lowers your chances of getting this out. But this piece itself is a 2-piece. There's a plastic bezel, and here's the plastic cover. Now this actually does have some weight to it. This is kind of dense for plastic, which is shocking. But if you get some plastic buffer like Meguiar's Headlight Restore, works well on the old one I got. There was a buff on it, or a scratch, that I managed to buff out after about 6 passes. But we have this piece, just goes on here. And what they did is they just apply this, and I assume this just snapped together for this piece. Now for the clock itself, I guess this is how a good way you can clean this out. If you got dust build up in here, you don't have to destroy this to get it out. Just kind of gotta take it apart nice and slow. But the clock itself, you have the white ones and the black ones. If you find a white one, you're probably just better off trying to find a black one if that's what you need, like me, because I found a lot of these white ones that are older, and I had troubles finding them. It looks like we have a chip on here. I'm gonna get that camera focusing, so you can probably look that up, and then I think that's a quartz crystal right there. I'm just pulling that out of my mouth. I don't know if it is or not. The fuses, diodes that are upside up. And I'm going to look up that chip, actually, see what I can do. Actually, I'm going to look that up right now. Well, we're back after 15 minutes. Apparently, this is a FPGA. The model is AX125. It was made by, I'm also looking this up right here, Accelerator Family FPGAs, high performance. Apparently, this has equivalent of 105,000 system gates. Might or may not mean too much to you. Not much RAM, so FPGA was field programmable, so this can probably do anything, basically. But I don't know why they would make FPGAs in mass, because I heard those are supposedly kind of expensive, so I'm not sure what they're kind of hoping to do with these. Alright, so next, after that, we're going to probably attempt to remove this clock housing itself. Looking on the back of here, I see kind of messing with stuff. Looks like this might be held in by some plastic clips right here and up here. You can just probably push in on these, and that'll release that side, and then the other side as well. And then it's still now waiting to come out, so we're going to go back. Well, it looks like we have a couple more on all 4 sides that's being held in. Got that one out. That one out. That one's out. Oh, I think it just clicked back in for me. And this one, it's not really wanting to come out, so I might... Oh, there we go. I got it out. Well, I guess when it comes out, it also flew this... what is this? The minute hand out of the way. There's the minute hand for you. And here's our hour hand and the clock itself. There's the rest of that. This just looks like that's how they put this in. So this plastic piece, or black thing, has these metal tips buff pumped up, so you get some nice clock to it. Also, it says Lincoln, which is very nice. Now it looks like this may be made out of like stamped tin. Oh, actually, this is probably just to reflect it on the surface better when the one single diode shines down below it. This might be glued in, but what we're going to try to do is remove it. So, let's see about working on the edge here. Can I push this out? Will that work? Nope. This might be permanently in here, so if you had to replace... If you wanted to replace just this, you would have to somehow put all this back together while still maintaining this tiny motor here. I wonder if we can take this apart, this motor right here. The quartz crystal's moving. Alright, I'm gonna see what we got. Well, this is just one piece. I can't figure out how to remove this, but they did have this notch here on the top, which helps them align it at the factory. We're going to look at this motor, see what I can find out of this one. This motor is, of course, soldered in place, but I just broke them. I do have desoldering iron, but it's not very good. This motor itself, I'm probably not going to do anything with this. It looks like I basically have to cut this open to get to it. But, yep, this program just has a little bit of weight to it. But other than that, that will conclude this video of removing this clock housing. Now this is all going in the trash. I actually probably could have sold this. Oh well. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.